All right. So Islam Makhachev made a statement that he don't want to fight Hamza Shimaev because Dagestan and Shenzhen might going to be at war or like having a tension between the two nations. So my comments here is that how we're not at war, man. We're not in a war situation. We're talking about sports. We're talking about MMA. We're talking about UFC. We're talking about mixed martial art fights, and we're not talking about war, man. And for you to say that, I don't know, man. Like, I'm actually avoiding that mindset or that thinking that Islam Makhachev is trying to avoid that fight against Hamza Shimaev. Well, he clearly stated on his other interviews that he might not going back to lightweight to fight Ilya Chuporia. So that's one thing that I'm very upset about. You know, the last time he fought Moicano, he said that whoever wants to be at 155, he can face anybody. Just step up in the 155 and he will face anybody because he's a champion. And for you to put at number one pound per pound, and you're avoiding two fighters in lightweight and welterweight. So staying at welterweight division who doesn't have a pure, legitimate, undefeated fighter. So that's a weak move, man. And if you want to test your limits, you should fight Ilya Tupuria, Arman Tarukian. You should push that fight, Dana. And now he's saying that fighting Hamza, I don't want to create any tensions between our nations. What is about two nations? You're not creating war. It's just sports. They watch TV and that's it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you're from Dagestan. You're already fighting Shenzhen people. Like, that's so impossible to happen, man. And you're not. It's come on. It's. I don't think it's alibi or he's trying to avoid Hamza or all, but yeah, that's a weak reason or that's a soft reason to avoid, fighting Hamza Shimaev. If you want to stay in welterweight division, Hamza can go back to welterweight. As long as there's some money, he said he will fight you, and he's not backing out, man. Like, he's ready to fight you, and yet you're trying to avoid him like you're trying to avoid Ilya Tupuria. I'm not understanding this. Every words that comes from your mouth, we believe in that. You said once that anybody at 155 who wants to face the champion, and that's you will face them. And what's happening now? Despite that, well, you were crowned as the pound per pound, and now you're trying to avoid two fighters. And I don't know, man. If you're going to retire and want to have that legacy as the one of the best pound per pound or better than Habib, or you may not better than Habib, but one of the greatest of all time, well, I'm not. You're not in there. I mean, I can't put you on the top 5 if you can't even face Arman, Ilya Tupuria, or Hamza Shimaev. Even Kamaru Usman, at least you should fight Kamaru Usman. So, Dana White, you should arrange this fight, man. The moment you signed the contract, you should fight anybody. It doesn't matter if you're the fighter is in Russia or what country is it. You signed that contract, man. So that's unfair for the UFC organization. Peace out.